Hello and welcome back to an episode of Finn's Chats. Today I'm going to be going over the history of Khamzat Chimaev, how he got to where he is today, what's going to happen in the future to him, and my opinions and thoughts on his upcoming Gilbert Burns fight. Let's get into it. Why not? Okay, this is the part of the video I like to call the Khamzat Chimaev history lesson, so let's get into it. Khamzat Chimaev was born in Chechnya, where he started wrestling when he was 5 years old. He won a bronze medal at the Russian National Championships in the junior level. In 2013, when he was 18, he immigrated to Sweden with his mother, joining his older brother. After moving to Sweden, Chimaev wrestled at multiple clubs. Considered one of the best freestyle wrestlers in the country, Chimaev won a gold medal at the 2016 and 2017 Swedish Freestyle National Championships at 86 kilograms. He repeated this task in 2018 at 92 kilograms. For those of you who are wondering, that's about middleweight and around light heavyweight. You're welcome. Chimaev had a series of dominant performances in the tournament, posting an overall record of 12-0, which includes 3 pins, 7 falls, and holds a combined score of 105 points while only surrendering to himself across all 3 showdowns. Chimaev competed in a few judo tournaments and in 4 combat sambo fights. So combat sambo is what Habib is known for, so basically it's like jiu-jitsu, but you can hit them. That's the best, that's probably... Chimaev competed against fellow UFC contender Jack Hermansson in a freestyle wrestling match on November 19, 2021 at a Swedish-based Bulldog fight, and he won on points and he didn't surrender any points. What a savage. At 23 years old, Chimaev started training in MMA. He trained at All-Star Training Center in Stockholm, Sweden, along with 3-time UFC Light Heavyweight Championship challenger Alexander Gustafsson, Ilir Latifi, and Reza Madadi. And if you guys recall, Gustafsson did say in a recent interview that Chimaev has the biggest power he's ever seen and can knock out Usman. Not saying I agree with that. Did I say that? Did I say that? But I didn't say I didn't agree with that. Between September 2017 and April 2018, Chimaev had 3 amateur MMA fights, the first of which was against IMMAF World Champion Khalid Lalam, who he defeated via submission in the second round. He won his following 2 amateur fights, one by submission and one by technical knockout, completing his amateur career with a record of 3-0. Savage. Chimaev turned professional on May 26, 2018 at International Ring Fight Arena 14 against guard Ulf Sagan. He won the fight via TKO in the second round. Wow, a Hamza fight that goes to second round. Interesting. His next fight took place 3 months later, where he won by rear naked choke late in the first round. After having 2 professional fights in Sweden, Chimaev signed with Brave Combat Federation. He fought an undefeated Marko Kizik and won the fight via TKO in the first round after dropping him with a left hand. Good grace. After fighting in November, he fought again in December, replacing an injured fighter, and he won via TKO in 35 seconds. What the f... He then fought Ikram Aliskerov at Brave CF 23 and won via knockout by a savage uppercut in the first round. His 4th fight came against another guy in October at Brave CF, and he won via submission in the second round. He's expected to challenge the Brave CF welterweight champion, but COVID happened, and then he just happened to sign with the UFC, and we know what happened since then. One thing people do bring up about Khamzat is his lip. So what exactly happened to his lip? Got it at the age of 2 when he fell down some concrete stairs, leaving him unable to breathe correctly through one nostril. That's basically it. It's funny because Khamzat was supposed to fight Leon Edwards in December of 2020, but the COVID complications happened. He had to withdraw from the fight, and if that happened, he would have been #1 contender already, and we'd already be saying he's the GOAT because he would have beat Usman at this point. So what exactly is the point of this video, Finns? Well, I wanted to give you a quick backstory in Khamzat before I go into what's going on right now with Khamzat. So basically, he's scheduled to fight Gilbert Burns, and let's get into that. The Chechen wrestler has been angling for a high-profile fight since his dominant return opposite Li Jingliang back in October, and recent title challenger Gilbert Burns seemed like the perfect opponent. Nothing was ever officially signed, but early reports pointed to UFC pinning the match on UFC 274 on May 7th in Brazil. However, Combat's Rafael Marinho has revealed a change of plans. So long as Chimaev's US visa is approved, the Chimaev vs. Burns bout is now planned for UFC 273 on April 9th, 2022. Part of the reason for the adjustment is a change of locations for UFC 274, which was initially planned for Rio de Janeiro, because unvaccinated fighters and UFC staff would have to quarantine for 14 days in Brazil, the promotion opted on hosting its event elsewhere. Now, this article is just saying what I've been saying the whole video. At any rate, Chimaev is clearly one of the best prospects in the world, undefeated at 10-0. Boers has utterly dominated all of his competition, winning 4 UFC fights without breaking a sweat and barely absorbing a strike. In the process, he has all the makings of a future champion, and Chimaev has already been calling for a showdown versus Kamaru Usman. Now, the one thing about Khamzat versus Burns is that it is a giant step up in competition. It does have me a little nervous for Khamzat, but at the end of the day, if we do say he's going to be the double champ GOAT and he's going to fight everybody in the UFC, he does eventually have to get through Gilbert Burns. I mean, Gilbert Burns has been tearing up the welterweight division ever since his loss to Kamaru Usman. Everybody the UFC gives him, he just smacks. In his most recent bout with Wonderboy Thompson, which took place at the Conor McGregor-Poirier Trilogy pay-per-view, that was a really long snooze fest. But one thing I noticed in that fight is that Burns does gas out. Yes, he did fight Usman and he made it to the championship rounds, but he ended up losing in the championship rounds. I mean, against Wonderboy Thompson, he basically swamped him for 2 rounds. He just held him down and won on points. And in the 3rd round, Thompson actually showed some offense and almost got a savage come from behind victory. But it was too little too late for Wonderboy. That is not the point, though. The point, though, is I can see Gilbert Burns gassing out in most of his fights, and the way Khamzat fights is a gas-out style. He's going to take you down, he's going to bring you to deep water, he's going to keep smashing you, and he's going to make your cardio tank deplete to 0. Now, imagine it was the opposite, and Gilbert Burns somehow manages to get Khamzat down. I can still see him being gassed, and I think Khamzat's gas tank is utterly unreal. So Khamzat versus Burns, I have Khamzat, obviously. If he wins that fight, he's definitely #1 contender. He's going to fight Usman next. What a savage main event that will be in August maybe, my birthday. Thank you. So yeah, to end this video off, I'm just going to say I love Khamzat Chimaev. Thank you for watching the episode of Finn's Chats. I hope you make sure you smash that like button, smash that comment button, smash that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments who your favorite UFC fighter is and who they're fighting next if they have a fight, and why you think Khamzat will beat Burns. Do not give me any other comments other than that, but do give me comments other than that. Thank you and have a great day, you savage.